What if I told you that being lazy in certain areas of life could actually make you happier as you grow older? Sounds crazy, right? We're always told that hard work, perfection, and caring about everything are the keys to success. But what if that's not entirely true? As we age, we start to realize that some of the things society glorifies, like overworking, chasing perfection, and worrying about what others think, can actually lead to more stress and less happiness. The happiest people in old age are often the ones who let go of unnecessary pressure and focus on what truly matters. In today's video, I'm breaking down 5 things you should be lazier about if you want a more peaceful, fulfilling life. And trust me, by the end of this video, you might just start embracing laziness in a whole new way. Stick around until the end for a bonus tip that could change the way you approach happiness forever. Let's dive in. 1. Caring too much about others' opinions. When you're young, it feels like everyone is watching, judging, and forming opinions about you. But here's the truth. Most people are too busy worrying about their own lives to think about yours. The older you get, the more you realize that all those moments you spent stressing over what others thought were just wasted energy. People forget, move on, and are often too caught up in their own worries to obsess over yours. Yet, so many of us live our lives trapped in a cycle of overthinking, constantly adjusting our actions, words, and even dreams based on how we think others will perceive us. The problem? This kind of thinking only leads to stress, anxiety, and a life that isn't truly yours. You end up making choices to please others instead of doing what genuinely makes you happy. So, what's the lazy mindset shift here? Stop exhausting yourself trying to control other people's opinions and focus on your own happiness instead. Ask yourself, do I actually enjoy this, or am I doing it just to impress someone? The moment you let go of the need for external validation, life becomes lighter. You'll find more peace, more freedom, and ironically, people will respect you even more for being unapologetically yourself. The less energy you waste on worrying about others, the more energy you'll have to live a life that truly makes you happy. 2. Overworking yourself for status and money. We live in a world that glorifies hustle culture. The idea that working 24/7, grinding non-stop, and sacrificing everything for success is the ultimate path to happiness. But here's the harsh reality. When you look at the happiest older people, they aren't the ones who spent their whole lives chasing status and money. They're the ones who learned to balance ambition with actually living. Of course, working hard is important, but at what cost? If you're constantly exhausted, missing out on time with loved ones, or putting off happiness until you make it, you might wake up one day and realize you traded your life for a paycheck. The truth is, material success means very little if you're too burned out to enjoy it. Experiences, relationships, and peace of mind, these are the things that truly bring joy in the long run. So, what's the lazy mindset shift here? Work smarter, not harder. Instead of grinding yourself into the ground, focus on creating a life that's sustainable and fulfilling. Prioritize what actually matters: your health, your relationships, and your happiness. Because at the end of the day, no one looks back on their life wishing they had spent more time in the office. They wish they had spent more time living. 3. Trying to control everything. Have you ever noticed that the more you try to control everything, the more stressed out you become? That's because life is unpredictable, And no matter how much you plan, worry, or micromanage, there will always be things beyond your control. Yet so many people spend their lives trying to force outcomes, obsess over every detail, and panic when things don't go their way. And what does that lead to? Anxiety, frustration, and exhaustion. The happiest older people have figured out something important. Peace comes from accepting uncertainty, not fighting it. They've seen enough in life to know that things don't always go as planned, and that's okay. Instead of wasting energy trying to control every situation, they learn to go with the flow, adapt, and trust that things will work out one way or another. And because of that, they experience far less stress and far more freedom. So, what's the lazy mindset shift here? Stop exhausting yourself trying to control the uncontrollable. Instead, shift your focus to what you can control, your reactions, your mindset, and how you adapt to change. The moment you stop resisting life's unpredictability and start embracing it, you'll feel lighter, calmer, and much, much happier. 4. Chasing perfection in everything. Perfectionism might seem like a good thing. It pushes you to do your best, right? But in reality, it can hold you back from truly enjoying life. When you're constantly striving for perfection, nothing ever feels good enough. You overthink, you stress, and worst of all, you hesitate to take action because you're afraid of making mistakes. Instead of appreciating progress, you focus on flaws. Instead of celebrating small wins, you dwell on what could have been better. But here's something the happiest people understand. Imperfection is part of life. They don't waste time obsessing over every little detail or trying to make everything flawless. They embrace the beauty of good enough. Whether it's a messy but meaningful conversation, a hobby they're not amazing at, or a life path that didn't go exactly as planned, they find joy in the experience, not in perfection. So, what's the lazy mindset shift here? Let go of unrealistic standards and just enjoy doing things for fun. Not everything has to be a competition. Not every task has to be optimized to perfection. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is just show up, do your best, and enjoy the moment, flaws and all. Because in the end, happiness doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from being present. 5. Holding on to grudges and drama. They say holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. You carry the weight of past conflicts, replaying them in your mind, letting them drain your energy, while the other person, they've probably moved on. The truth is, grudges don't hurt the people you're mad at nearly as much as they hurt you. They take up space in your mind, steal your peace, and keep you stuck in the past instead of enjoying the present. The happiest elderly people have figured this out. They don't waste time holding on to drama, resentment, or past negativity. Why? Because they understand that life is too short to carry emotional baggage. They've learned that forgiveness isn't about excusing someone's behavior. It's about freeing themselves from the burden of anger. They know that constantly reliving past conflicts only robs them of happiness in the present. So, what's the lazy mindset shift here? Forgive, move on, and protect your peace. Not for them, for you. Letting go doesn't mean you have to be best friends with the person who wronged you, but it does mean refusing to let them live rent-free in your mind. Choosing peace over grudges is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. And once you stop wasting energy on negativity, you'll have so much more space for joy, love, and the things that truly matter. Conclusion. So there you have it. 5 things you should be lazier about if you want a happier, more peaceful life as you grow older. Sometimes the key to happiness isn't doing more, but letting go of what doesn't serve you. The less energy you waste on stress, perfection, and other people's opinions, the more you can actually enjoy living. Now, I want to hear from you. If you agree with this mindset, drop a 9 in the comments. If you're still not convinced, comment 0 and tell me why. Let's chat down below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.